All right, can everybody see me? Can you guys hear me up there?
Yes.
Okay, great. So my name is Jesse, and we just wanted to invite you all here today to kind of get familiarized with some of our most important wraparound services we offer for students here at DACC. I'm the Associate Vice President of Student Engagement, and I'm just so happy that you guys are all attending. I am recording this, so if you have to step out or whatever, I can send this to you later. We're going to try to move pretty quickly through this, and it's going to be kind of there'll be time at the end for a couple different things. One, for questions. So if you have any questions, of course, during the presentation, you're more than welcome to just go ahead and ask those questions right away, and we can respond to that at that moment. Or two, you can wait till the end and you can ask them at that point. Are also going to have a multiple opportunities throughout this for us to just kind of answer some of those questions you may have as new faculty here at DACC. So at the end, if you wouldn't mind, I do have a survey at the end, and we really need to know how we can improve this this presentation or improve our outreach to new and adjunct instructors. So please fill that out. Let me know how we can improve your experience, and that way I can do a little bit better job moving forward. Okay. Again, my name is Jesse. I'm here to help you in any way I can, and I'll begin the process here in just a moment, and we'll have career and workforce development with Alicia coming up. Thank you.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, so my name is Felicia Rivas, and I'm from Workforce Development and Career Readiness. We do have quite a few programs that can be helpful to students and for faculty to know about. Some of them are non-credit bearing programs like truck driving. We have healthcare career industry certificates. Right now we have farm tech, but we're going to have more in the future. We have Career and Life Skills Academy for neurodivergent students. Digital Skills Academy. This one is good even for faculty can join these or staff. So many people have been participating recently in Excel, which is really cool and useful for everybody. We have Union Pacific Industrial Careers Academy. So that includes things like forklift and other things in Sunland Park. And then customized training, which we work with different employers in the region to offer training for their employees. And then in terms, yeah, you can go back to that one. So in terms of what we do for students, Rodolfo and I are career development coordinators. So we help with career navigation, career readiness, and career placement. Career navigation is helping students understand themselves, knowing what options exist for careers, knowing how to get there, and then finding the resources on campus to help them with that. And then career readiness. So this comes from the National Association of Colleges and Employers, NACE. So NACE has several career competencies that they recommend students have by the time they graduate. And so Rodolfo and I can work with faculty to help develop those career competencies or articulate them and help your students articulate them as they go into the workforce. So for example, critical thinking or equity and inclusion, professionalism, technology. So those are a few examples of career competencies. And then what is career placement? It doesn't mean that we take a student and we put them into a job. It means we help students be ready to be placed into careers by preparation, making sure their resumes are up to date, making sure that they know how to make an effective resume, how to do cover letters. We went to a workshop yesterday on how to use AI. So that's something that I'm hoping to incorporate too with that. I haven't done that because I just learned from Gus yesterday, but trying to use cutting edge technology and current best practices for whatever field it is that students are going into. And so you can always contact us for that. Okay, so next slide. We can go into classrooms, we can do presentations. We have career expos. We did one last month, September, it went well. We're planning to do another one in April. We're planning to do a career ready week. So we're gonna be out here on campus trying to reach students where they are. But students can also schedule appointments with us on Navigate. And then last slide. We have a module that anyone can add to Canvas, so you can always email me and I can add you to the course. And then you can have all of these modules. This is just a screenshot, but the modules have career competencies, career exploration, resumes, cover letters, job search interviews. And so it breaks each down into very manageable steps for students to follow on how to build a resume, how to make a cover letter, how to do a job search, how to have successful interviews. So you can just add those to your courses, or we're happy to do workshops as well. So that's pretty much it, unless anyone has any questions. I don't know if we're doing question Q&A.
Yeah, we've got time. Does anybody have any questions for Felicia and workforce development?
Yeah, we meet with community members as well. Some of our programs are more open to community members, like Career and Life Skills Academy. I just had a mom call this morning. Her daughter's in high school, getting ready to graduate. Digital Skills is open to the community. Farm Tech, we'll do resumes, job searches, stuff like that with community members too. So we don't turn people away. Some of our programs are cost-based, like Truck Driving Academy. It's open to the community for $4,000, although many people find funding for them. So some things that we offer are free and some are cost-based, but the career search stuff is all free. Any other questions?
Is there any other questions you guys might have for Felicia?
There's there's one in the chat. Is there an office at each campus?
No, so we're at the Workforce Center, but we can come to different campuses. We do come for events and stuff, or like we're going to Shop It Out twice this month for a couple of events.
And this will be Amy Myers with Ike Ledesma.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ike, and I'm Vice President of Student Services. This is Amy Myers, who is our program coordinator for the Title V program, program specialist, program manager. And she's going to be taking over. She's now the one who's looking over Title V on a daily basis. But I'll leave it up to her to kind of talk about Excelencia, which is a program that we started this last year under a Title V grant that's funded by the Department of Education. Amy, check.
Thank you. So yes, we are Excelencia. What we do is we provide student success coaches to our students. We do focus on freshman students, Hispanic freshman students. However, we're not turning any student away. What we do is basically all the wraparound services for academic resources. We assist students with their, like I said, student success coach. And then we can assign them to a tutor if necessary. We can assign them to a peer mentor if necessary. We just basically help the student where we can when it comes down to their academics. What we try to do is step in communication between the students and their instructors, professors, just be a little bit more welcoming. We basically help them with their study patterns. If they tell us that they are struggling with how they study, when they study, the times that they study, we try to give them a healthier study pattern for that. If we can, we do a lot of communication talking with our students right now, because that's the struggle that we seem to be having right now, is they do not know how to communicate that well with their instructors. So what we do, the way we do communicate with our instructors and the students is through Navigate. We do have instructors send out a student alert. If the student has missed 2 or more classes, we are alerted, and our student success coach reaches out to the students and we try to see why they have missed those classes. If they do give us, or if they have a 75 or lower grade level, or grade lower than 75, sorry, we do try to reach out to them again, and that's whenever we try to connect them into the peer mentoring and the tutoring through the ARC. All the alerts will be taken care of by the coach. They'll be handled by the advisor first, so. The advisor, we don't step in the advisor's spot. We do let the advisor step in, do what they need to do, and then that's whenever the success coach will come in. The closing of the alerts happens once the student has been contacted and they've agreed to their new academic plan. We try to reach out to the students at least 3 times. After the 3rd time, if we do not make contact with them, then we do close the alert. Okay, so Title III is our STEM student success coaches, and then Title V covers all our other divisions. If a student has difficulty in our STEM program, what we do is we connect them to those specific student success coaches. What they do is they come in and they speak to them about the program that they're in, the struggles that they have. We try to figure out and meet the students. What it is that we've been asked a lot, do you hold the student's hand? And the answer is yes. We are going to hold their hand. We are going to hold their hand and tell them we're here to help you. If it's to remind you to register for next semester, like I said, if it's that you need help with an exam, we connect you to the ARC. We connect you to tutors. We connect you to peer mentors. We basically want them to feel comfortable and open up to us and let us help them with their struggles. Title V is all the other divisions. That's a student success coach is a student success coach. It doesn't matter what department you're in. These coaches do come in, like I said, they hold their hand, they help them. They just want to make it comfortable to where we keep them in school, interested in school, and we get them graduated. What our program is actually telling them now is that they have 2 pathway choices. The first choice is to graduate with their associate's degree from DACC, and then we put them out into the workforce. The second pathway choice is to graduate from DACC with their associate's degree, and then we connect them into a 4-year college or 4-year university. We do not tell them that they specifically have to go to NMSU, that we will help them as long as they want to continue their education.
Hey, Amy, we do have a question on the chat. Can the advisor/coach assist with any financial barriers? Question. For example, a student having to work while attending school at the same time.
So we do not help with the financial barriers. What we do is we actually just tell them if they're having trouble with their work schedule, or if they're having trouble setting up a study schedule while they're working and taking their courses, we do try to help them with that, like I said, and just try to time management is basically what it is. We do not discourage them from working. We want them to continue working because we don't know their situation, but we do step in and help them and tell them, okay, if you're working from these hours, let's set a schedule so where you can study and you can maintain your grade point average in class.
Hello, Jesse, do you mind if I take your spot? For my slides, I'm actually gonna be doing just a brief run through of what resources that we have that are available to everyone, specifically students, and then also support for faculty and staff as well. So I'm gonna stop sharing this and start sharing just our normal screen. So for a lot of students, a good resource is just for them to be comfortable and easy, and as for you, staff and faculty, with our website. So, sorry. I'm gonna make sure everyone can see. Okay, so we just went through some changes with the website. So this is our new and working on being improved website. But for many of our students, a good place to start is for support services. So if you have any students that are disclosing personal needs, so Excelencia is going to be for that academic base. Avanza is going to focus more on the personal needs. And it's our job to make sure that personal needs, educational needs, everything as a wraparound is being assessed. And so to get in contact with Avanza, here's our website. As you can see, we kind of cover a little bit of everything, but if we aren't the experts in that field, we will do our job in referring out to those resources. So if a student has financial barriers, it's our job to coach them through that, but we may also be leaning on Felicia, we may be also leaning on Excelencia, so just different partnerships around campus. But again, our students' personal needs is kind of what our specialty is. So we understand that life is complicated being a human is complicated, being a college student is complicated, but also personal things come up for our students, such as being parents, such as having jobs, such as losing a job. And so again, our job is to support those needs. And so if you have students who just may look overwhelmed, or they just list to you in class about a personal scenario that they're helping with, just send them over to us and we'll be able to help. There's one of us at every campus. I'm covering currently Las Cruces. Gina and I are covering Las Cruces campuses, but we also have advocates in Sunland Park, Chaparral, and Gadsden Center. So if you have a student you'd like to refer to us, you can hit the Connect with Us button. And there's 3 main ways that you can refer a student. You can just email us at Avanza. You can give the student this link for them to fill out a request for themselves, or you can refer a student directly. What I usually suggest is that you refer the student. If something feels off, they came at the beginning couple weeks, they're really excited to be there, their grades were doing really well, and then all of a sudden they stopped coming. They disclosed that maybe there was a family situation, there was a medical reason, that they just are feeling a little low and depressed. Send them our way and we can at least introduce ourselves and offer just extra support to the student. But I would always suggest referring that student just so that we can make that contact rather than students getting nervous or embarrassed to ask for help. We have no problem reaching out to them. These are also little bios. If you need to email us directly, you can hit the email Molly button. You're welcome to send it my way, and we'll try to see who the best advocate for them is. Another thing I want to point out is our basic needs grant. So we're really focusing right now on utilizing this funding that has really given us a great opportunity to address things like food insecurity, which I'm going to talk a lot about in a little bit. We're able to help with technology access. So we actually have a program, I'll scroll down, where students, if they didn't qualify for an iPad, they're able to apply, write an essay, and possibly get a laptop. And we also have a loaner program. So if internet access is also a barrier for students, they can apply and at no cost to them get a hotspot for the semester to help them focus on the tools that they need to have a successful semester. But we also know that some of those tools to have a successful semester, and I apologize, it looks like my picture is broken, but is also having our basic needs met. So some of those basic needs that we're able to help with is, again, if a student has a reduction in income that they have, they lost their job, they've had medical situations, whatever those sudden onsets are, we're able to help pay for things like rent, utilities. Let's say a student pops their tire on the way to class. Well, that's an unexpected expense that they weren't expecting, and that's going to risk them being able to come to and from class effectively, especially, again, medical emergencies, things that they weren't expecting. We have funding now that can help students. So it depends on the student and what they qualify for. For this specific funding, they do need to be Title V eligible, but Title IV eligible. But we do have some other emergency aid funding through ECMC that we're able to utilize for the student as well. And if any student is worried about qualifying for these different programs, still have them reach out to us and we may have other resources for them as well. So one of those places that we can check for resources is going to be our Thrive resource page. And basically what Thrive is all of these resources where students can go, you as staff and faculty can go and check out resources that are available to you. So like I said, one of those big resources that we're working on right now is food insecurity. So if you have a student, again, who is just saying, hey, I'm having a hard time making ends meet, I need extra support this semester. I work a job, I even get food stamps, but I just can't make it work. One of those resources that we have is the Comfort Casita. So at our Espina campus, we have an in-house food pantry. And right now we're serving on average about 50 students a day. And that is an opportunity for students to come once a week, if they need, even twice a week, to pick out groceries that work best for them and their scenario and their lifestyle. And they can come, basically no questions asked. All students need is to have their Aggie ID number with them. We help them fill out a basic form and they're in and out in not very much time at all. If students can't access the Espina campus, we're able to also provide them, we have extra bags at all of our campuses. So in my office, I have extra food bags. It's not as luxurious as picking out what you'd like, but it is a good size bag of food that can help a student survive for that week. And again, all they need to do is contact us and we'll give that no questions asked. But as you can see, not only is there resources about the comfort casita, but we also have a mobile food pantry. There's the Aggie cupboard, but we also have a list of community resources that people can access as well. And so it's our job with Avanza is to lean on the resources that we have here on campus, but also lean on the resources within the community. So for example, a lot of people know about food stamps, right? We hear about those things, but sometimes to actually fill out that application can be difficult. And so that's where Avanza can step in and help students actually fill out the application. For Yes New Mexico, for example, it's one application for all these different programs. And so again, we can fill that out. These are really good tools to put, or the Thrive website is a really good tool just to put in your general syllabus or show during class time. This is a way to get students started with connections to resources. Maybe they're curious about different resources, or they know they have a child, they're maybe pregnant. They know that they have a child coming, they don't know what to do. They're looking, oh, I may qualify for WIC, but I also can click on children and family. Oh, look, I may also qualify for childcare assistance because I need to have a place to have my child while I go to school. So we don't expect them to navigate them themselves, but it is a good tool just for them to be able to look. Especially again, students can be embarrassed or afraid to ask for help. And so we want to try to give these resources in any way possible. We also, let me go back to the Avanza page quick. We also hold different events on campus. So right now, for the rest of the semester, we just have some mobile food pantries. So these are all on our website. But we also have a first gen celebration just to celebrate our students and the accomplishments that they have. But we have other community resource events that we have as well. So I invite you all to that, as well as how-to videos on how to navigate the different pages I showed you, how to refer students to us, how students can apply to the different programs. We also are able to come do classroom presentations if this is something that you're interested in, for Avanza to come to your classroom. Usually I take about 5 to 10 minutes, just introduce myself, put a face to some of these resources, and really get students connected to who we are and the support that we offer here on campus. And that's my general gist of things. Is there any questions about Avanza or personal needs support for students? All right, thank you.
And then next is student accessibility services, and we have Yolanda Atencia.
Hi, everybody. My name is Yolanda Atencio. I am with the Student Accessibility Services, and my office is located in the East Mesa. Where's the camera?
It's straight.
Thank you. All right. So Student Accessibility Services, essentially what this office does is provide equity for our students that have either behavioral health diagnosis or a medical diagnosis. Anyone who has a disability can come in and get registered with our office, and we provide them with then accommodations that will equalize the playing field for education. And essentially what we do, what we can offer in terms of accommodations are extended times for testing, lecture notes or PowerPoints in advance for the student. To say a student has an attention deficit disorder or difficulty focusing. Some students have, there's so many different genres of medical issues that can be physical or mental, emotional. And that also includes a diagnosis that will essentially sometimes flare up, but not necessarily always be active. Let's say an anxiety disorder. So someone has an anxiety disorder, they may have days where they're not anxious, they may have days where they are anxious, but this extended time testing, maybe being able to review lecture notes in advance would definitely reduce anxiety and equalize the playing field for their education. That said, we also offer counseling, free counseling services. I am the counselor and I offer counseling services for the entire college, including faculty, staff, and students. I've had people bring in family members for issues such as grieving and loss so that I can understand better how to help families that are going through dire, extreme issues. Our office also deals with conduct, and Ike and Jesse are the individuals that handle those issues. Just back to the ADA accommodations, there are people that do have need for what they call a service animal. We really try to accommodate that. Of course, all accommodations require a statement from a medical provider indicating the diagnosis, and that can be uploaded into a platform that allows the student to create an account. All of this information remains completely confidential, and although faculty does receive information about accommodations, what those accommodations are, faculty will never know a student's private medical issues, either behavioral health or medical. Also, registering with our office gives the opportunity to sign up for the disability lottery, and that allows students to get the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship, but allows them to be enrolled for 6 to 11 credit hours, still be considered full-time. So that is a real blessing and can really reduce student stress, especially if there are disability issues that might interfere. And so keep in mind with the disability issues, we can't change an academic program for any student, but we can certainly accommodate. So example being, if a test is an hour, we can give an hour and a half up to 2 hours. We can provide access to lecture material, but we certainly couldn't change it and make it so that someone didn't have to sit in for an exam. So all of these accommodations are designed to fit in with the programs as they are, as all of the students attend. So it's very fair and equalizing. I think I have covered just about everything. The mental health services involve, you can come to the office and refer yourself, or a faculty staff can refer someone they're worried about. There is a form on my website, and there's also a form on the DACC. Well, it's just, it's not a form, it's on the Thrive website. And we also provide mental health activities, days where we create mental health awareness, and we are trying to promote those frequently and trying to have them about once a month. We are coming up on the holidays, so it's really important to create awareness on addiction, mental health issues, because they tend to increase dramatically during holiday times and when people spend a lot of time together. We also refer out in the community for people with medical issues and behavioral health issues, people that might need medication, and we find resources to help just about everyone. I have a list of private providers, and I also, with the exception of a learning disability and a diagnosis of being on the spectrum and ADHD, can diagnose our students so they can also get into the ADA accommodations. So that's just about everything in the DSM-5, with the exception of software programs that run the diagnostics for learning disabilities on the spectrum and ADD, ADHD. So I think I've covered everything, and does anyone have, I also do classroom presentations on mental health, coping skills, development of wellness. I'm very much into wellness. And I would love to be able to offer coping skills groups, socializing groups. If you have students that are interested, send them to me. I've had quite a few parents call and ask because they want socializing groups for their students, especially the ones that do have behavioral health accommodations and needs. So I think I've covered everything. And if anyone has questions, please ask.
Are there any questions on disability services and mental health services here? We don't see any questions in the chat. Oh, wait, here's one. Okay. All right, a student who might be suffering from some kind of disability, but they never approach me about it. Can I talk to you all about it?
Yeah, that would be really helpful because we could get a sense of their behaviors. We could get a sense of who they are and how to approach them, essentially. And because there are many people that I am learning from students, even though they would qualify for a disability and they have diagnoses, they don't want to ask for help like many people. And yet, especially with the diagnosis that has a tendency to flare up. I had a student tell me 2 days ago he was in the hospital for a month and a half. I think his second semester, and he did not, he declined services, but essentially I talked him into it and I said, you don't have to use them. Oh, you may need them eventually, say you end up in the hospital again. This is a motivated student, so he agreed and he's going to pursue and get accommodations. But some students feel awkward about getting what they perceive of as extra help, which is why I always emphasize that it's equalizing.
And he just asked if he could contact you.
Absolutely. My office number is 527-7574.
Okay, next we'll have the academic readiness center. Real quick though, I just want to go back to SAS. If you have a student who self-discloses to you, they have a diagnosed disability, please just send them to SAS. That's the most important thing you can do for them. And service animals and ESAs, right? So there's a difference. So service animal students don't even have to come register with us. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to wear a vest. They don't have to do nothing. ESAs though, they would have to come to us. If you are seeing a student, they bring a dog into so service animals can only be a dog or a miniature horse. So if a student brings a dog into your classroom, you can ask them 2 questions. Is it a service animal? What service does it provide? And then you kind of have to go from there. If you don't that might be a lot pretty uncomfortable for you. So you might just want to reach out to the SAS professionals so that we can make that determination if that is a legit service animal. Okay. And if you do have a service animal in your classroom, they still have to perform like a service animal. In other words, if they're constantly barking, urinating, or defecating on the carpet or whatever, that would probably not be a service animal. They still have to respect the boundaries of our classroom. So please reach out to your SAS professionals if you encounter that situation. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And then next will be the Academic Readiness Center, and it'll either be Coral or Nancy.
Hi everyone, and ahead of time, let me apologize. I'm having some technical issues here. So in case I do get cut off, my colleague Nancy will take over. Like Jesse said, we are here to represent the Academic Readiness Center. We are also known as the ARC. We do a lot of student servicing via tutoring, workshops. We also work very closely with faculty. As a matter of fact, we have a faculty committee, and they work hand in hand with us. This mission statement that you see on your screens was written in collaboration with them. having the student success in mind. And of course, all of the faculty's ability to help with us and the students to get their goals. The main goal out of our mission statement is to make students independent learners and be able to succeed on their own, knowing where to get the resources that are needed. We do provide face-to-face resources, whether it be tutoring, workshops, but we also provide them online. Can you hit the next slide, Jessie, please? So like I was saying, the primary goal is to strive to assist all students becoming independent learners. But we also are trying to increase our retention rate. Tutoring has been proved to increase the students' ability to success by their grading, increasing their grades, and of course.
Uh-oh, I think we lost her. Nancy, you want to take over or you want me to? Nancy?
Hi, Jesse, I can try.
Okay,
I don't know, gosh. Well, we offer free tutoring in most subjects taught to any credit enrolled student from DACC or NMSU. We have drop-in and in-person tutoring at all 4 center locations: East Mesa, Gadsden, Espina, and Sunland Park. As Carl spoke before, we try to strive to have independent learners, make them graduate by helping increase their grades. It's proven that tutoring increases grades if you come to tutoring often. We're a safe area. A lot of people have a stigma that just get your foot in the door is the hardest thing to do, but once you're in there, it's a safe zone and people come and they stay. We have offer group tutoring, quiet study areas, educational workshops for students, staff, and faculty. Our tutors are accredited with the CRLA Association, National CRLA Association. We have free computers and printing, and everybody learns at a different progress. So I love that Plato quote that's there. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. And that's great. I mean, I don't know. I didn't introduce myself. I'm sorry too. I'm Nancy Kilgore. I'm Carl's coworker. I'm the tutor coordinator at the South Counties, Gadsden and Sunland Park. I don't, oh, there we are. I was gonna say, oh, to reach us, you can email us at arctutoring@dacc.nmsu.edu, and that goes to both of us. So either one of us will receive that. I don't know what she had planned to say. So does anybody have any questions? I can open the floor.
yeah, there is one question here. I have a
Okay.
student who works, I have referred them to the ARC, but they state that the ARC office tutors are not available after 5. As a result, they can't get the needed time with the tutor. Are ARC tutors available on the weekend?
Great question. All our ARCs are open until 7 p.m. I don't know which campus or where, or they can contact me. My email's on the screen there, or Corral. It's nkilgore@dacc.nmsu.edu. We are open till 7 p.m. unless somebody calls in sick. Flu season, there are a few that are calling in sick, and but it's notified. We post signs if there are. We open on Saturdays from 10 to 2 at all 4 campuses as well. We also offer online tutoring if you'd like your student to be online. It's available in every DACC course. We can add your student for you, or you can have the student email us at the DACC, on ARC Tutoring DACC. Also through the link in any campus course, they can click that and get to us.
Yeah, and then there's another question. How do you select tutors? Former students who passed the class?
We do a lot from faculty referral. They have to have a 3.0 or better in their I'm tongue-tied, cumulative GPA. They have to have an A in the course to be selected. They have to have they just have to be in good standing. There's no experience necessary. They do not have to have work study. But yeah, then we just do the interview process like everybody else. Go through HR, follow the rules there. Did I answer that question adequately?
You said yes.
Jesse?
Yeah, yes, you did.
Okay,
And then-
sorry. I can't see anything, so I don't know what's going on.
That's okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Clarification, the student said the ARC at East Mesa is open until 5, but we're open till 7, correct?
We are, as far as I know. I don't know anything
Yes,
about
that is correct. Sorry, I'm back. We are Espina and East Mesa are also open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 7, Fridays 8 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 2.
What would you say the best advice for these instructors are if they're, you know, if they're having issues with the student, you know, academically, just refer them to you, or what's the best process for that, guys?
I would say definitely refer them to us. We have a tutor referral form. We haven't used it in a while, but I can send it to any instructor if they need. We also run reports through our tutor track, which is now going to be Tutor Cloud really soon here. I'm sorry, just saw something pop up. Okay. I guess Ike wants everybody to refer to Crawl if you have any troubles with your students.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's because the student went to the East Mesa campus and I'm overseeing that campus at the moment. You can just contact me. I'll put my, of course, my email's already on there, but I'll put it in the chat just so that you can have it. Or you can also call me at 575-527-7534, and I'll also put that in the chat for you as well.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, everyone, for being here through the Zoom land. I typically actually work through Zoom land. I don't have an office. I don't have an office on any of the campuses. I work from home, but I have a laptop, so I'm mobile. So I can always come and support at any of the campuses if it's needed. Okay, so I'm gonna just sit down and be able to jump over here, back into sharing the PowerPoint. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of PowerPoint and a little bit of a demo of Navigate. Okay, cool. So briefly before I dive into the part of Navigate that is the program that most directly impacts y'all as faculty, Navigate is, in simplicity, it's a platform. It's a system that students are able to log into, staff are able to log into, and faculty, as well as administration. So it's multifaceted. Many people are able to log in and utilize it in some capacity. And we call Navigate a student success management system. And it is to help take all these amazing resources that we've just heard so many awesome presentations on, and it provides an integrated place, an integrated platform for those folks to kind of work in, as well as for students to interact with. So that's what Navigate is. And I did want to dive in specifically to the early alerts and cases program. This was slightly touched on previously by Amy Myers, as this is the program that the student success coaches are utilizing as like part of the referral over to them. But in general, this program is available for any faculty to be able to log in to Navigate. And I will show you how to do that in just a moment. I just wanted to talk kind of about the process and just a little bit of those program details on this. So this is a topic or something that is utilized at many institutions, most institutions. It's an early intervention process. And I'm going to go ahead and start. I got a little excited with icons, maybe. Just a little bit, and possibly also with like pulling in animations, so I got excited. So starting with, this is y'all, this is faculty, and you might notice that a student needs support, and it could be, there's a lot of different types of support that students might need. They might need academic supports, non-academic supports. There might just be, they haven't shown up to class. So you just notice something. That's why we have the face there. You just notice something, the student needs support. And this is, you know, as faculty, you have the ability to communicate and connect with the students through Canvas, through Outlook. So you're attempting contact to the student. We know always you are. And possibly you can't reach the student for whatever reason, or you know that they do connect with you and that there is some situation that you're unable to resolve on your own, or you might need additional supports. So that's kind of what you on the side of faculty you're noticing. So given a little bit of time, students not responding, you're able to go in and log into Navigate to issue an early alert. Again, I'll show that process. So when you log in, these are the alert reasons that you are able to select from. There's academic concerns that goes over to the student's assigned academic advisor. Attendance issues, and that goes over to the student's student success coach, depending on which division they're in. There is the kudos alert reason, which is doing well in class. It just sends an automatic email to the student saying, thumbs up, good job, keep it up. And then there is the last one here, the non-academic concern alerts. And those go over, depending on kind of the content of what that alert is, it can be reassigned and redirected over to our Avanza team, our social worker, or our mental health counselors, our social worker, Monica De Herrera Pardo, as well as our mental health counselor that we heard from, Yolanda Atencio. So you've issued your alert for whatever those reasons are. You've added in your comments. Navigate auto creates and assigns a case to the support staff, whoever that is, whether it's the advisor, the success coach, or any of the folks for the non-academic concerns. It gets assigned over to them. Go that way. So right there, that's when the support staff, whoever it is, they conduct outreach. They're going to be reaching out to students, utilizing Navigate and multiple other tools in their toolkit to try to make contact. As Amy said, that typically it is a minimum of 3 attempts of contact before closing out a case. So they're reaching out, contact is hopefully made, and then the staff is going to close the case. And that is going to auto email over the case closed reasons and any comments from staff, really closing the loop. So you as faculty, you open the alert, it issues a case, and it's able to be resolved in the resolution or how it was handled. Information goes back to y'all. Again, those case outcomes, they are either contact made, following through with your recommendations. There's contact made that they came up with an alternative plan, which would be detailed in those comments. Contact made, the student has just decided to drop or withdraw from the class. There's no contact after 3 attempts is one of those options. And then also oftentimes we find that maybe the case has been resolved before we have to really do anything. So we just want to give that information back to you as faculty. So that's why I'm going, just the process in general, a little bit of visualization. And right now I'm going to go ahead and show how you can access it.
Hi, Stephanie. I just had a
Okay. Oh, I'm Jesse. I'm logged into yours. I'm logging out.
Great, I won't ever be able to log in again.
Never again. I clicked the permanent log.
Took me 20 minutes to remember my password.
Sorry, y'all. Oh, it's gonna ask me, it's totally gonna ask me for my,
Yep.
we are so secure with our two-factor authentication. And if you say, don't ask me again for 30 days, it sometimes does it. And if you say,
never worked
Yeah.
for
it
me.
never,
That
and
would never-
if you say, keep me logged in, you have to do it again tomorrow, so. It's not just you. It was nice when I learned it wasn't just me. Okay. So I know I'm not sharing my screen just yet. Why would it ask me to log in again? Please don't. Now that I
Just use my thing.
but I can't impersonate faculty.
Yeah, she can, well, he is, sorry. Can you teach it?
Where, what?
Yeah, I looked at your account and you didn't have the professor tab.
Yeah. Not
You
even-
can person of mine if you want, but I'm on the person.
I'm going in, we're gonna be Amy.
Oh, she's my favorite.
She's so great. Okay. Y'all, apologies. Here we go. We're going back in. So this is where you're going to be able to access Navigate. It's where you are able to access most of the other platforms that you have to log in using your NMSU credentials. You're going to go to your My NMSU and you can see it under your Launchpad here. There is both Navigate Student, and that's where you could direct your students to be able to utilize the app and use all the different functionalities of the tool there, as well as the Navigate Staff and Faculty tab right here. And that's what I have clicked into, and I'm going to come over here and I am pretending, I'm impersonating our amazing Amy Garcia in the form so that you can see what it looks like and Navigate as a professor. So when you log in as the instructor, this is what your professor home is going to look like. You're going to see your courses right here. And then you'll be able to scroll down and see the students in your course listed by their last name alphabetically. It's going to have all your courses together, just with the different sections just separated out over here under the courses field. So if you have, I'm not going to issue an alert, but we're going to pretend Mr. Damien here needs a little bit of support. You're able to come in and select the student, select from actions, and then issue alert. Now, here we are. You're able to select one of those 4 reasons. Please, it just says select only one. Technically, you could select all of them, but just try to select the one that in the hierarchy of needs for the student kind of matches the situation. And so once you select it, when you're teaching a class, you can go ahead and connect it over to the course that you're teaching. And then you can add in those additional comments. And those comments are really like gold to the case responder, the staff member that's going to be helping the student out. And then once you hit submit, the student is going to receive an email saying, hey, somebody's going to be reaching out to you. And then on the staff side, they will receive a case and they'll be able to dive into Navigate and do all the outreach and then close it up. So I'm not going to submit this because we are in the live production and I'm sure Damien would be very confused. So I'm going to go ahead and just click cancel. But that's really how easy it is to come in and issue an alert for your students. It is something that I am really thankful and proud of at DACC, that we are leaders in the NMSU system for how many of our faculty actually log in and utilize the platform. That I am forever trying to increase that number, and we have so many more people just our advisors are awesome, but we even are expanding our case responders to include our coaches, our success advocates, really expanding that network around students of support. So that is what it is going to look like on the Navigate side. Did that work? Okay. So, and just so for y'all's information, because it does come up, the case closed email that you will receive, this is kind of what it looks like. That's not a real student information. That's one of our awesome academic advisors who is also a student, and I just used her account as a test, Rebecca Smith. But the email will come from New Mexico State University Navigate Student Success, and it's a no reply email. So yeah, if you hit reply, it won't go to anybody. Scroll to the bottom. Something I want to point out, be sure to scroll to the bottom. And as you see here, those case closed comments, you'll be able to see them under case comments. Look here for those additional details that the staff is going to provide for their outreach and why they chose the outcome that they did. And so that is my little spiel on Navigate Early Alerts. This is my contact information. That website there, the navigate.nmsu.edu, is great for both students and staff and faculty to go and just either access and download the app or just get more information. And additionally, if you have any help or your students need help with troubleshooting within Navigate, since everybody kind of is able to utilize the platform, there are sometimes issues that do pop up. So you can email navigate@nmsu.edu. Okay.
I think there's a lot of chat
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
Maybe not.
People are putting their
I'm
contact-
okay, never mind.
Oh, we got good information. Yes, Amanda, Amanda Vescovo put in there, the earlier the better during the semester for alerts. 100%. That's, I always, with the early alert and the early intervention, I always kind of mentally underline that term early, and trying to get in before, while we can still make an impact on the student and hopefully either direct them to success or be able to help them drop or withdraw from the class if that's what's best for them. But yes, the earlier the better. We're still able to support students. Cases are coming in right now, and advisors are responders are helping with all of these cases, as well as advisors reaching out for early performance grades right now. So there's just a lot of outreach to support students occurring at the moment.
VLIT, Emmanuel Medina, and he's gonna give you some information to help your students out here. Another way to take a load off of your shoulders.
Thank you very much. I hope you guys can hear me properly. My name is Emmanuel Medina. I'm a training specialist looking over virtual learning and instructional technology. So my mission, or the mission itself for VLIT, is to utilize the technology that we have and use it as an extension for you guys to learn, so you guys can apply it to succeed, to be a better students that you are. So, and here's my mission in case you guys want to go ahead and give it a read, but basically we're here for you, we're here for the students. I'm here to help the students navigate through all the platforms that we have here, whether it's MyNMSU, Outlook, Canvas, of course. Canvas is the big one. So my main priority is to train you using Canvas the most efficient way that you can. That way you can succeed in all your courses as well. I'm currently working with a team of faculty members to design courses to be more accessible, more better to use and better flow, so you guys can learn everything properly. You don't have any problems with Canvas itself. I could also help you with Office 365. I can help you with Navigate itself. If you have questions about that, I can also help you issuing alerts faculty. I also have access to the professor tab, so I can kind of show you a little bit of rundown if you have any questions about that. So some of the learning outcomes that we have here is to provide, right? We're here to provide you guys all the technology and platforms that you guys will use and utilize, not only in school, but also in the future, whenever, whatever type of career that you choose to go into. We're here to help you apply these platforms, apply these skills, apply all these learning all these platforms to help you, to extend your learning capacities. We're also here to help you maintain and manage all these platforms, right? There's so many things, there's so many platforms out there, right? Like, how do I do this on this? How do I do this and that? So we'll help you manage every single one of them. That way you're able to access all the apps and you know what to do in every single one of them and you won't have any problems with that. We're here to maximize your learning capacity by, introducing a lot of these learning technologies that we have, right? So we're moving into a digital age. We are in a digital age. And we're moving into AI where it's something that's going to stay with us. So instead of pushing back, we're here to help you use that as a tool, as an extension for you to grow and become a better student. And then we're here to facilitate everything for you. I'm the training specialist. So if there's something you want to learn, it's something that we do not do, let me know and I will learn it and I will teach you how to use it. There's no problem with that. I'll problem solve with you. I don't know how to do Java, but if you want to learn Java, I'll learn it over the weekend and we can go ahead and learn Java together. So it's okay. Right. And then, so some of those things that we assisted, of course, Canvas is the #1, right, for learning management software. But if you come from another institution and you're using Blackboard or you're using Google Classroom or something like that, I'll help you how to translate that into Canvas. Although my focus is on students, faculty, if you guys need help building your courses or anything like that, I can help you guys with that. I do go off the Quality Matters rubric. I keep everything to a standard. So if you guys need help with that, I'm here for you as well. My MSU just recently changed. We did a whole change on the whole look and everything like that. So some of the things, moved around. If you guys need help with My MSU navigating where's what, where do I find this tab, or how do I locate my degree audit or anything like that, I can also help you with all of those things. Outlook is a great resource. I use Outlook for everything. We email there. That's our #1 primary source of communication. So if you guys need help, setting up your calendars or, sending invites to people or, making folders or anything like that on Outlook, then I can help you with that as well. Navigate, again, I can help you with Navigate. I can help you navigate, right? Canvas Studio is a built-in studio that we have for Canvas, and it works very great. You can record presentations there. You can do retakes, you can do edits in there. There's so many things that you can do within Canvas Studio, and I actually have a training video on that. And if you guys ever want it, I can provide you with that. It's a great resource to use. You could also use it as a quiz function for your Canvas courses. So for faculty, if you guys want help with that, I can help you with that as well. Adobe Creative Suite, a little bit about me. My undergrad degrees are in creative media, game development, animation, and visual effects. So the Creative Suite from Adobe, I know it all. Illustrate, Animate, Premiere, what's it called? Any of those that if you guys need help with, students, I can help you guys with that as well. Canva is one of the new design things that we're using. It's very fast paced, it's easy to use, and it has so many AI integrations that work very well. So if you guys need help making quick flyers, quick Instagram posts, Facebook posts, or things like that, if you want to make a PDF and you want to make clickable links as well, then I can help you with all of that. And utilizing Canva. Canva is free, so of course utilize that resource. Google Workspace, which is Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sites, and things like that. There's so many things that you can do with Google. Google's free, right? So that's a great place if you want to do collaboration work. We can all have a Google Doc together, and we can all work together simultaneously in different parts of the world. I did it a lot during my undergrad years and during my graduate studies, and it's a great tool to use. Zoom, I could teach you Zoom. I do have Zoom workshops coming up. So if you look on Crimson Connection, you'll see those dates and where they're located. I can't teach you Zoom through Zoom, so Zoom workshops will actually be in person. That way it's a hand-on experience, and you get to see everything and how everything works. And that way if you have any questions, I'll be there to answer them. Office 365, pretty much anything with Office 365, whether it's Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Microsoft Teams, any of those platforms that we use a lot, right? I can help you with those. I can help you turn Word documents into PDFs. If you need to extract some data and you wanted to make it look nice, I can help you do that as well on Excel. Microsoft Teams is just like Zoom. It works really great in a way because not only does it work like Zoom, it actually holds files, it holds folders. My team uses it a lot, and it's a great resource, a great tool for communication. So if you guys need help with that, I can also help with all of those things. And if there's something, again, that's not here that you guys would want to utilize, that you guys know what other institutions utilize, just let me know. I'll do a quick research, I'll learn about it, and then I'll be able to train you guys on it.
I guess that's it. You got anything else?
Do I have any questions from anyone in the audience?
Oh, yeah, we do have one. Does your office assist faculty with learning how to use Apple products for class instruction?
Actually, great mention. I forgot to mention that iPads too. I could also help with the iPad. I am part of the Excite initiative. So if you guys do have any questions, whether to use the iPad or getting started with it, or how do I connect with it on our screens or anything like that, yes, I can definitely help with that. I do have a colleague, Sara Balisan, that also can assist with that. She is an Apple learning coach, and she can help faculty as well on how to utilize a one-to-one iPad for your classes. Absolutely. So you can talk to me at VLIT@nmsu.edu. And the phone number also is 575.
Too fast for me,
I'm sorry
brother.
about that.
VLIT@nmsu.edu.
Yes, and then 575-527-7738. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. Hey, thank you guys so much for taking the time. I know how busy you are. I know you just barely got through midterms, and most of you are probably grading those midterms right now. But I can't express the gratitude we have in this room for you, for actually taking the time and listening to us. I know it's tough sometimes, but my name is Jesse. I'm the Associate Vice President of Student Engagement. If you need anything, please feel free to contact me or anybody else in this room. Again, we're not only here to support students, but we're here to support you. We're here to take a load off of your shoulders if we can. There's no rationale of why you would have to take on, somebody comes up and they're having, a crisis situation. There's no reason why you should have to take that on. That's what we're here for. That's our job. We're here to help you in any way we can. The only last thing I have for you is please take the survey. You've got a QR code and the link. If you'll just take that for me, that lets me improve the next time that we do this for your colleagues that we're going to hire in the future. So I thank you and have a great day.